Sometimes, we tend to forget that Pedro Acosta is just a MotoGP rookie. After his impressive debuts in the Premier class, with 2 podiums, a front-row start and a silver sprint medal, the Shark crashed after making a mistake. It happens, it is part of the game, and part of the learning process. Let's try again at the next round in Barcelona, Pedro Acosta said. The French Grand Prix 2024 was supposed to be the weekend of Marco Bezzecchi's definitive redemption. Instead, the improvements in terms of sensations on the Ducati Desmosedici GP23 were only seen in qualifying, while in the sprint and in the race the Bez slipped, obtaining a heavy double zero. It's a shame, we didn't need a double crash because we were very competitive. At the touch of gas, I lost the front end. I don't think I could have kept up with Jorge Martin and Pecco Bagnaia, but perhaps I could have kept up with Enea Bastianini and Maverick Viñales, said Bezzecchi. I was fighting with Enea when during an overtaking and counter-overtaking, I couldn't do anything to avoid the fall. The riding sensations were good, the bike surged a lot at the start, but perhaps the top 5 was possible. Let's analyze all the data and try again in Barcelona. Fabio Quartararo was on course for a top 6 result in front of his home fans, but a crash in turn 9 cut off his dream scenario. I think this is the first time that I am this happy after a race where I crashed. It's because this was the first time this year that we were really inside the top 6 and that we were fighting. I was fighting well. I was fighting with Alex. I saw some great riders in front of me, and I think I got a bit too motivated for the pace that we had and, unfortunately, I crashed. I'm pretty happy with how the race went, apart from the mistake we made at the end. But I still think we can be happy about our race. Seeing the fans always supporting me, we had to give everything we had. This morning, we made big changes on the bike that have been quite positive. We decided to go with this bike, and I think it will be our new base moving forward. Friday and Saturday's practice and qualification travails had seen Jack Miller and Brad Binder occupy 11th and 22nd positions on the grid and with keen objectives around the stop and go 4.1 kilometers layout. The delicate climate complicated matters at afternoon on Sunday, but both riders made lively getaways on the KTM RC16 and the race remained dry. Jack was making pace on the edge of the top 10 until he was caught out with a front-end crash 10 laps until the checkered flag. We are trying our maximum week in, week out, and our pace over the weekend was good, especially on used tires, but in the sprint and main race I struggled with rear grip. The crash was really strange because I was only 1 km/h faster than I'd been on the previous lap and certainly not the fastest I'd been there during the whole race. It's a head scratcher. A disappointing end to the weekend, but we will not stop working.